AHA. I think in the notes I had, because I was writing, I'm just going to pull up my notes. It was ANA came back positive and high for inflammation. She said with the abnormalities that the doctor has seen, the doctor thinks it is either lupus or, come on, brain, what's the other one? Sclerosis. She also said another one which didn't make sense because I've since looked it up and it doesn't seem like it's scleroderma. I don't know what that is. And I said, what abnormalities? And they said, we can't say. And I said, why? Well, the doctor didn't notate. I said, but there are abnormalities. Like, there are things leading you to believe that this is what I have. So the thing is, guys, somebody that I knew growing up, it got diagnosed with sclerosis and within 3 years was dead. And that's what freaked me out. On top of lupus is not something you can treat, and it very much scared me. And they said you need to come in for additional testing. It also freaked me out because for 4 years I've known something is wrong, and I have been trying to figure it out. So it's a combination of relief and just fucking sheer terror and just feeling like I was in shock. And I called people I could, and nobody was available. And that's why I was just like, I just feel like I don't want to be alone right now. And that's why I went on You Now. Sorry if I scared anybody. I'm still really scared and freaked out. Apparently, lupus is treatable, and it looks like there's new research done with MS. I just have a hard time at this point because of everything I've gone through with my health, believing that anything's actually going to get better. I know that's a negative mindset. So anyways, we were supposed to go up to the hospital today to pick up, because I said I'd like a physical copy of my results. Like, I'm going to go over it, and I'm going to, of course, roommate, and I'm going to give it to a handful of friends, people who can verify this is what it is. And, some people I know that actually have autoimmune illnesses and illnesses themselves that can help me go over what's already there. We got there, and I'm supposed to pick up stuff for the stool sample, and this is the one day a week they close at 5. So I don't have anything right now, which is maddening, because I'm going to be worried until tomorrow at 8 a.m. But tomorrow I go back in for more blood work, and I have to do 2 more stool samples, which will be fun, as they always are. But I'm grateful to figure out that I'm getting better. But here's the bottom line, which I have been saying for a while, that I'm just going to kind of go ahead and put out there. Again, I'm going to make this really short. And thank you for the likes and stuff. You don't have to do that right now. You really don't. With all of this, the health stuff is really, it's getting to where it's just really, really hard. And it's been this way for a while, but it's just been ramping up. This has nothing to do with anything else going on, but this is just hard for me. As I've said before, I realized I can't make the channel I want right now. I've had a lot of people say, don't leave, you can steer this boat around this, that, and the other. And I said, I'm not well enough for me to be able to do what I want. And that's where everything is at with me right now and it's been this way. This is conversations I've had for the last week and a half with some people saying I think it might be time to leave or take an extended break from YouTube, which is why I'm not putting up videos. So I just want to go ahead and let people know exactly what's going on since they've calmed down. I'm still really freaked out. I'm still really sad. I'm still really scared. It sucks. It sucks to go through this and the only support I have is my roommate, and I'm really lucky to have him. But to hear that is like, hey, you might fucking be, your life may be condemned to be fucking disabled forever. And I'm not the kind of person that lays down and just takes a diagnosis without trying everything. But it's really, really hard. This is not the first time I've had a mystery illness that I've been able to figure out and cure, but this one has been the most challenging, the longest, and most difficult. So this is really, really hard. And as a result, I'm not going to be able to handle being on YouTube, like the stress of YouTube. I'm not going to be able to handle it right now. And by the way, I support, if anybody wants to make criticism of me or do whatever they want, I support them. I will never stifle somebody's free speech of myself or other people. I'm just not able to handle it. I have to focus on my health, and being online and putting myself out there is incredibly too stressful. So, what does this mean? What it means is I'm going to be taking a pretty long break, if not leaving permanently. The only thing is, there are going to be a couple things when the time is right that I will be putting out. Again, when the time is right. There are things I promised and I'm going to deliver on when the time is right. but it's going to take me time to put together. And right now I've got to focus on my health, but my health is bothering me so much where it is really affecting me emotionally. And it's really, really hard. And the thing is, I realize, like, before I got sick, I was a very non-reactive person. I didn't, I was hyper, but I was calm. I didn't react to things or my emotions. This has just been really, really difficult. Some people have it worse than me, and I get that, and I appreciate that, and I'm sorry for if you guys are going through something. I'm just opening up, and I didn't know how much I would be attacked for putting stuff out there. I am not trying to excuse any actions that I've made by being sick. I'm not trying to excuse anything that I've ever done as a result of being sick. But what I am saying is I don't think I can continue with things with my health the way that it is. There's no way. I'm going to continue to make mistakes, continue to do things that, and have a channel that I can't 100% be proud of. And that's where I'm at with it. And I know I can already hear the criticisms. This is 100% just about, I'm just fed up with being sick and I have to focus on getting better, and the stress is not helping. It's not. For people who are questioning my mental health, which has happened for a while with this, I'm going to open up and explain I go through depression from this. For being sick the majority of the time, not being able to leave the house. And I've seen criticisms like, but you said in a video you were getting better. Seems like it just comes up. Here's the thing though, because I'm looking into it more and more with autoimmune, it comes and it flares up from time to time, and stress can absolutely flare it up. And the thing is, I don't even know. The problem is when the person called me, they specifically told me, and maybe the person miscommunicated it, because I have a lot of people coming to me with different info, but the person from the office said, the doctor said with your abnormalities, it looks like it's one of these 3 things, specifically one of these 2, and would not tell me the abnormalities. And I can't look at my chart. I can't, or not my chart, but my labs. I can't even look at them to try to even do the research myself. So that is all that I know. But I know that they also said that once everything comes in and the next round of blood work and stool samples, they're going to pass me off to a rheumatologist or a rheumatoidologist. I think it's rheumatologist, right? But again, I was alone when I heard this. Somebody that I knew died from having MS, which it fucking was horrific watching their body shrivel up and lose just all function. And it really freaked me out. And that's where my mind was. I was in complete shock, and there was no, people said, well, and I've seen a few things. I'm trying to stay off social media, but I'm hearing this isn't appropriate. You should be calling friends and family. Well, I'm pretty pathetic in that I don't have a lot of people to call. And the truth is, I was so freaked out, I just wanted somebody to come give me a hug. And there was nobody to come give me a hug. And roommate was at work, and he didn't see the messages. And so I just kind of sat with myself for almost an hour and a half alone with it. And that was hard. I did get a phone call, as you guys saw, when I was, when I did go on You Now, and it wasn't somebody I wanted to address with this at that point, but that's what's going on. Just to kind of give you guys a heads up, I'm going to go ahead and go. Like I said, I'm sorry, I'm not even looking at the chat. I'm just kind of giving you guys an update. But at this point, for me, I don't think I have a choice but to take a really long break. It sucks, because this was the one thing that kept me going while feeling like crap. But at least if I can get diagnosed, then maybe the thing, and fully know what's going on, because I knew it. I'm like, there's got to be more than fibromyalgia. And even with the copper toxicity, I was like, and things are better from that point. They are, but I'm like, there's got to be something else if I'm still this sick, this chronically, this long, even though it's not as bad as what it was. It's still enough where it's maddening, and it does affect your mental health. Not being able to be out in nature, watching the whole summer pass me by, gaining all this weight uncontrollably, it absolutely fucks with your mental health. I would be an idiot to sit here and say that it doesn't. The only thing I've tried to defend in that is saying my mental health is because of my physical health, and I do the best I can. But if I can figure out what's going on, which it seems like I'm on the path to getting a full picture, I'm praying, then all my energy needs to go towards getting better and not stupid, petty internet squabbles. That is never what I wanted my channel to be about. I wanted to have an uplifting channel and a music channel, and I wasn't able to do that. And I just want to apologize if I've let anybody down, if anybody's hurt by this, but I need to focus 100% on my health and nothing else. And I have a chance right now that it looks like they're going to figure it out. So 15 minutes. I was going to be on here 10 minutes. I just wanted to give everybody a full scope. At some point, probably later this week, if not this weekend, I'm going to be doing a video. There are also going to be a handful of people that I'm going to be showing my test results to, and not just screenshots. Like, I'm going to be on a Skype chat and, sorry guys, I'm going to be on a Skype chat and flipping through things so people can see it. Anyways, I'm going to go, guys. I love you. Take care. Thank you for standing by me, and goodbye, everybody.